So, Apple has done it again, and they announced a new product without a live event. Now, for most that do not know, previously they announced the all-new iPad mini 7th Gen, which includes the A17 Pro chip, and it's a very powerful little iPad. They announced that with no videos or basically any event, it was just announced, that was it. But yesterday, which I didn't know about this, they announced the all-new iMac with the new M4 chip. Now, there was more to this whole video when they announced this new iMac. It was basically a short little presentation, it was about 15 or so minutes. And half of it was mostly talking about new features that will be included with Apple Intelligence, which will only be available in December, so it's still a bit of a wait before you can actually have access to this new Apple Intelligence. But basically, the rest of the event was talking about the all-new iMac. Now, this is actually a well-due upgrade for the iMac, because last time it had a refresh was basically back when they announced the M1 chip, which was around about 2020. So it's been a while since they actually brought anything new to the iMac. Now, this new iMac has a lot of nice functions that I do enjoy, and some that I think will maybe make some users actually go for the iMac more. But let's get straight to what you need to know about the specs and what you should actually know before deciding to pre-order this all-new iMac. First, going into the technical specs of this new iMac, with the entry level, with the M4, will include 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 16GB of unified memory, which is actually a big upgrade from the previous iMac, which only included 8GB of unified memory at the beginning of the options. Then it obviously has 256GB of storage, which you can actually upgrade to 2TB of storage, which is actually pretty good, and I think might be a better option if you're going to be using this for a more heavier project. And this will also include 16 cores of newer engine, which obviously will give a big help in terms of Apple Intelligence. Now, what I do like about this new iMac, it does have a better display, with actually a 24-inch display, which does include a 4.5K Retina display, which I think will be a good option to have, especially if you're a first-time Apple user. Now, with the standard entry level, it does include 2 Thunderbolt ports, which is not a lot, but if you do go for the other options, it does include 4 of them, which I think will probably be a good choice to go for. And unfortunately, with the entry level, you do not have the option to add Gigabit Ethernet, so if you do want to have that with your iMac, you will have to go for the more later versions. But otherwise, with the later versions or the more higher end options for this new iMac, it does all have the same specs, which is basically 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, and everything is the same, except for the top of the range, which will actually include 24GB of unified memory. Now, the all-new iMac does start from a price of $1,299, which is actually the same price compared to the previous iMac, which is actually nice that they're not going to be increasing the prices for these new devices. Now, let me say something I do like about this new iMac is that they have more vibrant colors when it comes to basically choosing a style that suits your setting. So you do have blue, purple, pink, yellow, red, green, and silver, which is actually a lot of options. I'll definitely say the blue and the silver does look more eye-catching to my personal style, but I'll definitely say they have some good options, and I do think this will actually be a good option for a lot of new Apple users to actually go for. Now, for most of that, I wanted to know what's the camera specs for this new iMac, which obviously might be the main center for most users. When it comes to the all-in-one device, it does in fact have a 12-megapixel center stage camera, which I think is actually more than enough, especially for this device. But otherwise, that's everything you need to know about this all-new iMac. I think it's actually a good product to go for, especially since it does have more power compared to its older generation. But of course, by the time of recording, they did say they're going to be announcing more Macs, and this is actually currently classed as a Mac week. So I'll probably have a video up tomorrow for whatever Mac they announced today, because the time of recording this is the day that they're going to be announcing new products. But I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next video. Be safe as always. But let me know in the comments what Mac devices you want to see next be announced during this week. But I'll see you guys in the next one.